jungle, you're at war with society. Every day is a balance between preservation and self-sacrifice. In the jungle, the most dangerous creation is the man who has nothing left to lose.
Harlem is in shambles.
I don't deal in junk no more. I was trying to build something for my people.
The new Harlem. My husband is becoming the man Malcolm inspired him to be.
The future of Harlem rests in your hands. There's a good kid in town. Country boy looking to make a name for himself.
Who are you? My name's Frank Lucas.
Trying to touch 10 figures.
That is something that you could do for me. The test.
Coast to coast, I could shoot product.
We're supposed to get up after Bumpy?
Bumpy Johnson gotta learn. Nobody plays Frank Lucas.
I want a place where we can just be.
It's gonna be big. I want in. I'm not asking to be a partner. I'm telling you.
Open up my window again. Open up my window again.
Try to build something without the Italians.
They're gonna come after you hard, and you know it.
It's a man's world. My father's planning a war. I'm trying to stop it.
How can you do that?
Things ain't gonna change.
If you go into business with me, you be owning up. Kill Bumpy Johnson.
You can't turn gangster every time an obstacle gets in your way.
This fight is bigger than us.
Power is something you gotta take.
I'm gonna burn them all down.
Cross me once more, we will go to war.
Just in case.
Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Hurt with the NRW, or Nerds Rule the World. I'm sorry, I got cut off. Rome Flynn, I am here with him, who played Frank Lucas. Just to say, I am fresh off of the side quest interview, so I'm so excited to speak with you. Of course, this is for Godfather of Harlem. Make sure that I get that right. How are you today, sir?
Good. Glad you watched that, though. I mean, I thought it was funny.
It was great. It was great. You play Frank Lucas. This is his coming into the spring season for season 4. What are your thoughts about Frank finally getting his time in the Godfather of Harlem universe?
Yeah, I mean, if you study the historical relevancy with these two characters, and eventually Frank Lucas is on the scene. With Bumpy Johnson's storyline, they initially or eventually meet and sort of have a relationship of sorts, as far as Bumpy and like Frank trying to find his way in Harlem, and then Bumpy also seeing a version of himself in Frank.
That's one thing that I've seen in a couple of your interviews is you really like to dive into the history of these characters before you got into them. So tell me, what was your favorite thing you learned about Frank prior to taking on the role?
Yeah, I mean, I knew a lot of them based off of the movies I saw, but the one thing I liked was he had a big family. He had a lot of kids and a lot of cousins, and they all really seemed to love him, and I think that says a lot about him personally. I can't attest to it. I never got to meet the man, but I just go off what I read and diving into his life. I got to get a glimpse, I feel like, of who he may have been at the time.
Through the series, we get to see the younger version of him, which we often don't get to see in film. What are you most excited for audiences to learn about Frank that maybe they didn't know, even if this was kind of a pulled from history than the actual history?
Yeah, I what I'm excited about is for people to know that he is equally, charming and cutthroat and can be dangerous and all of these things, but ultimately still under that tough and, rugged exterior has a level of empathy and the capacity for love. And we see a little bit of that this season.
And one of the things that if any Lucas fan, anyone who's seen, who's watched Denzel Washington ever, will know that he bringing up family, he was very important. Family was very important to him always. And of course, Bumpy, he has a very interesting family dynamic going on. What do you think of the connection between the two in the series and the portrayals that they have?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of similarities. You know, Bumpy Johnson, he went a route that Frank Lucas didn't necessarily go, but they all ultimately wanted the same thing. And, you know, Bumpy Johnson is about community, it's about uplifting Harlem and simultaneously also damaging it in a way, you know. And so Frank is similar in that way. You know, he's very family oriented. He has a lot of cousins and family members that go into business with him. And then those same people are part of his demise ultimately. And so I think they kind of share commonalities in that aspect.
Who is your favorite relationship? You know, this is a very character driven series. Who is your favorite relationship, both either on screen or off screen, and or off screen, that you got to experience while on set?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I actually really like, you know, Frank Lucas's relationship with Bumpy Johnson. That was probably an easy one, but the dynamic between these two they have very different approaches in how they go about their business and finding a way to coexist together. It's just fun and interesting to play.
No, short and sweet. I will say that's a little bit of a cheat. I'm not going to deny.
It is, but then again, it's like I had a lot of scenes with him, so it's like that makes more sense to me.
That's totally fair. Rome, thank you so much for your time today. Godfather of Harlem season 4 arrives on MGM Plus on Sunday, March 13th at 9 p.m. Thank you, and you have a wonderful day.
Nice talking to you.
Hey, friend. Welcome to New York City. Anything like you pictured?
I'm headed to Harlem. You know how I get there?
Yeah, subway. From here, it's the ACE line. But the thing is, what's your name?
Why? We supposed to be friends?
As I was saying, thing is, you headed to Harlem, be best to show up with a wad. Flash a cash roll, frails be falling at your feet.
Or maybe I already got a wad.
Thing about money is, you can never have too much.
Just in case.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes,
you know
sir.
Thank
you. Awesome. Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like nerds rule the world. Like I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, nerds rule.
Love
it. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julie.
Yes, nerds rule. Yes,
rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
It's your boy Kuya P. Nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.